Hey guys, we're back. All right, I'm going to try this again. So we're going to work on chapter 36, which talks about welder qualifications. Really, so what are they talking about? Well, when they talk about it, you have to be qualified to a specific code or standard. So let me give you some examples and to understand this a little bit better. AWS D1.1. This is structural steel, and usually we qualify it under SMAW and FCAW. Here's the thing that makes things different, okay? So thickness of material will qualify you for different things, okay? 1 inch thickness of material will qualify you for unlimited thickness, okay? Position, okay? If we do vertical up and overhead, it also qualifies us for flat and horizontal. It will also qualify us if we do a V groove, it will qualify us for fillet. Okay, so our joint configuration as well will affect what we qualify for, okay? And when we do this, in order for us to qualify it, we do a destructive test, and it's a guided bend test. Now, kind of part of that is LA City. LA City is a specific test for LA City if you want to work inside it. It's kind of like an endorsement to what you have. So what they want you to do is they want you to have an AWS D1.1 practical test. And when we qualify here at Summit, you actually can take your AWS D1.1 and you let them know that you want to take your LA City test, and they include it, and it's no extra fee. And then you go down to LA City and you actually take the AWS D1.1 written test, and it's on the code book. So they want to make sure that you're knowing everything. Okay, now let's think about something else. Okay, AWS D1.4. This is reinforced steel. This is rebar. Okay, we use stick and we use flux for this. Now, same kind of thing. Whether we qualify under a particular bar number or thickness of bar, what position are we going to do it in? And what type of joint was it done? Was it a butt joint? Was it a this joint or a that joint? Which qualifies it, okay? But here it is though, this qualification requires a lot more information. We have to do a macro etch. This is where we slice it open and we etch it with acid and see what the passes look like. We also have to do a tensile pull. So we had to put it in a tensile machine, and then also requires a radiograph, okay? So that under that qualification, it's a little bit more strict. Now, let's talk about a different qualification, AWS D17.1. This is aerospace. It's normally done in TIG. Here it is, though. Under this AWS D17.1, there's actually no welder qualification that's specified in this code. So what happens? You have to qualify to a specific WPS, a specific base metal and filler metal, as well as joint and thickness, and this will qualify you for different thicknesses of material. But the thing is that you have to qualify specifically to that WPS that your employer is working on, okay? Now, what happens when I work at a company and they have different things that are not quite code, not this or that? So what happens is that we actually qualify to specific WPSs. Still a welder qualification, but they call it, quote unquote, an in-house certification. All right, guys, so I hope this makes sense to you. If you guys have questions, of course, let me know. Stay safe.